Greetings everyone, we are Group 5 from Class 12 Science 4 and today we are going to talk about our project, WENDELL.
Wellness builds well-being.
First, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Angie, class number 26.
I'm Amy, class number 3.
I'm Kyla, class number 19.
I'm Tareen, class number 28.
I'm Mulan, class number 29.
And I'm Nessa, class number 34.
Physical education, or abbreviated as PE, is a school subject that focuses on physical development, sports, and active lifestyle. In PE lessons, students will develop various skills to improve their athletic performance. Many schools believe that PE is intended to promote students' physical development while still instilling a sense of love for sports. Moreover, PE teachers often help students understand the benefit of a healthy lifestyle. While schools maintained by the local authorities are required to follow the national curriculum for PE teachings, academies and independent institutions do not have to follow the national curriculum. However, they must still provide PE lessons that are broad and balanced for all students. Through PE class, students are given the chance to participate in various sport activities, such as track running, jumping, gymnastics, basketball, and volleyball. There are multiple stages to when PE is supposed to be done, but most of them start from the early years as they serve as the foundation for students' further growth. In the early years, age 0 to 5, children do not have any formal PE curriculum to follow. Nevertheless, they will still have PE courses that enhance their physical development and gross motor skills. From age 6 to 11, students will develop fundamental movement skills such as agility, balance, and coordination through competitive sports like volleyball and soccer. Lastly, from age 11 and beyond, students will continue to improve the skills that were taught in elementary or primary schools, as well as tactical thinking and strategies. During PE classes, students will begin with stretching to warm up the muscles for advanced movement. After that, students can work on certain exercises by doing repetitions and practice. Students must remember to finish the workout session with a cooling down stretching, as the body needs to readjust after a fast and vigorous exercise activity. Usually, students will face certain challenges throughout their workout session, depending on the difficulty of the movement. For example, students with poor flexibility might find it hard to do gymnastics, such as staggered down, split, or forward roll. Moreover, some students might find it hard to do balance or even do coordination movements, as they might result in inaccurate movement and bad sense of direction.
Unlike PE, math is not a subject that most people find exciting, so we often miss the importance of math, and we would much rather ask ourselves, why do we have to learn math? To answer this question, we first have to know what math is. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, mathematics is the study of numbers, shapes, and space using reason and a special system of symbols and rules to organize them. Math is a universal language as it expresses and analyzes relationships between the physical and abstract world. Now, why is math so important that it needs to be in the school curriculum? This is due to the need of understanding mathematics to comprehend other subjects like science, social studies, even music and art. We have to learn math because it helps students build mental discipline when encountering hard equations. And most importantly, math encourages logical thinking, which is crucial to master in the real world. During this integrated learning, our group was assigned to process the data of students' jump rope frequency in 12 Science 4. We also processed the scores of our own group members in each athletic task, using statistics, a branch of mathematics. First, we gather the data, and then we determine the range, number, and length of classes. These all are then used to create a frequency distribution table. We then process all of this data to further calculate the mean, median, modus, variance, and standard deviation. From here, we can draw the histogram and frequency polygon. As presented on the screen, these are our group's calculation. In this process, achieving accuracy in calculations was one of the biggest obstacles that we faced because there was a lot of data to process. The data were varied and very different from the ordinary statistic problems that we usually encounter in our everyday math class. So, our perseverance and teamwork was challenged, and throughout this process, we all learned to not be afraid to ask questions, and we learned to be keen in helping one another.
Contrary to math, art is hard to define since each person usually has their own definition of art. Art has been around for ages and it has evolved in many ways throughout the century. Therefore, people's definition of art differs in each era and has been a topic of debate for many years. Nonetheless, a modern definition of art is something beautiful that is created with imagination and skill. Most people agree that imagination plays an important role in making art, as it's what happens when one's creativity takes a solid form. Art has two things, form and content. Form includes the principles and elements of design and art. It's also any materials used in art's creation. Content includes the ideas and imagination of the artist. To understand content, you have to know the artist's intended message. You also need to consider how others react to and interpret the art and its message. This is why many people also believe that art is anything that stirs emotion in you, since people that are trying to understand the content of a specific art will have a stirred emotion about it. These emotions differ from person to person, and it depends on their own story and background. Therefore, different people can experience the same piece of art and have different reactions towards it. Art is included in the school curriculum as it provides many benefits for the student other than to develop their motoric, language, and social skills. Generally, visual arts help learners about color, layout, perspective, balance, and all the techniques that are necessary in making an artwork. However, art also encourages self-expression, creativity, self-confidence, and a sense of individual identity from the students. Doing art can improve a student's health and happiness as it can be a medium to release stress and pressure from studying at school. Following this, arts can develop creative problem-solving skills and the ability to interpret the world around students, which will teach students to be more careful before making choices. Lastly, a study of Missouri public schools in 2010 also found that greater arts education led to fewer disciplinary infractions and higher attendance, graduation rates, and test scores. The illustrations that we make have gone through a thorough process of creative thinking before we idealize them. Firstly, we divide our speaking parts based on subjects. Then we search for inspiration from the internet while still sticking to the subject that we got. During this process, we gathered many inspiration and tried to combine each aspect to create a comprehensive artwork. After deciding on an idea, we began to sketch this idea onto a piece of paper and color it. To finish, we gave some supporting details and went over to some parts that needed to be perfected. In making the illustration, we each faced our own difficulties, starting from lack of inspiration to figuring out the right technique of coloring that suits the illustration style best. We also spent a lot of time figuring out which part of the text to illustrate. But in the end, we all completed our illustration with approval from our art teacher. It takes time and dedication in making an illustration, as well as accuracy and creativity.
We've already heard about multiple school subjects such as art, math, and PE. They each have their own benefits to students. Like Karen has already mentioned before, PE helps build a healthy lifestyle for students. But why is a healthy lifestyle so important? Well, the answer lies in one of the most crucial tissues in the human body, blood. How sit-ups can boost blood circulation. Have you ever taken a walk and then suddenly got handed flyers about blood donation? Or maybe you have a relative who keeps urging you to join them in donating blood. Why is blood so important that humans actively seek and accept donations from one another? Well, the average human consists of approximately 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood. Blood plays a vital role in humans as it is used for transporting important things throughout your body, such as nutrients, oxygen, etc. Blood also plays an important role in keeping our bodies healthy by eliminating waste. that builds up in our bodies. An example of this is when the blood moves through the circulatory system whilst carrying carbon dioxide to then be expelled from our bodies through our lungs. Blood is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, plasma, and platelets, each with its own function. Red blood cells carry oxygen, white blood cells are involved in immune responses, platelets help in blood clotting, and plasma transports nutrients, hormones, and waste products. Blood is then circulated through the body by the circulatory system. The circulatory system is a system that operates through a continuous cycle known as the cardiac cycle. That cycle consists of two main phases, systole and diastole. During systole, the heart contracts to pump blood into the arteries. It is then followed by diastole, which is the relaxation phase of the cardiac cycle. This rhythmic pumping maintains blood pressure and ensures a constant flow throughout the body. The cardiac cycle is made up of the heart and blood vessels. Blood vessels itself are a network consisting of arteries, veins, and capillaries. Blood vessels carry blood to and from the heart. Arteries transport oxygenated blood away from the heart to various parts of the body that needs it, while veins return deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Capillaries are used to facilitate the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products.
Okay, since blood is essential for the body, the better the circulation of blood in your body, the better your quality of life. By having good blood circulation, you can enhance the efficiency of the heart and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases and promote general well-being. An easy way to increase blood circulation is by getting your heart rate up. The more your heart muscles contract, the more rapid your blood moves through the blood vessels, thus boosting circulation. Cardiovascular exercise is any type of exercise that increases heart rate and focuses on strengthening the heart muscles. It is also famous for its calorie-burning qualities. There are many examples of cardiovascular exercises, one of which is the sit-up. Sit-ups are effective in developing overall core strength, which is essential for stability, balance, and functional movement. The exercise can help you develop a strong core, which is essential for every physical activity. Sit-ups mostly engage the abdomen muscles, lower back muscles, and also muscles in the hips and pelvis. Sit-ups also don't require any equipment, making it suitable for an easy workout option. All you need to do is find a flat surface to lie on your back, and once you are comfortably laid down, curl your abdomen from a lying position to a sitting position. Though it is an easy exercise to do, sit-ups may also cause harm when done wrong. Most people make the mistake of not keeping a proper form while doing a curl. Relenting to engage your core muscles when doing the sit-up may cause a strain on your neck and back muscles, giving you the sensation of pain in those areas. It may also cause hernias to form and may also cause pain in the knee area. There are many different styles of sit-ups depending on the position of the leg and the arms when you do your curl, such as the traditional sit-ups where your legs are bent and your arms are on the side of your head, or the butterfly sit-up where your feet touch on the soles and thighs laid on the ground with your arms touching your ankle. Every variation of sit-up still has one thing in common, which is its ability to boost the circulatory system and strengthen abdominal muscles.
Now, by doing an exercise, we stimulate the production of red blood cells in our bodies, leading to an increased blood volume. More blood in our system means more oxygen our bloodstream can carry, thus enhancing the circulatory system. Exercise can also stimulate new capillaries to form in the muscles. When we do an exercise, heat forms as a response to the burning of glucose in order to provide energy. To make sure our bodies don't overheat, blood helps regulate body temperature by redistributing the heat to other parts of the body. Through blood circulation, excess heat is transported away in order to maintain a stable internal temperature. Aside from that, the repetitive contraction and relaxation of these muscles groups in the body forces for a demand to increase oxygen and nutrients. To meet this demand, the cardiovascular system then increases blood circulation. Moreover, the act of exercising itself triggers the release of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a molecule that plays a key role in vasodilation. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen blood vessels, promoting optimal blood flow. This effect causes vasodilation to happen. Vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, happens when there is an increased physical activity. This process allows for greater blood flow and facilitates the efficient transport of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles. Now, when the exercise intensity decreases, vasoconstriction occurs, helping regulate blood flow to maintain optimal circulation. In conclusion, the circulatory system is an important system in the body that works to circulate blood all over the body. Blood needs to be circulated since it carries important things needed by different parts of the body, such as oxygen, nutrients, carbon dioxide, and more. Blood also keeps our bodies healthy by eliminating waste and by regulating our bodily temperature. By doing cardiovascular exercises, such as sit-ups, not only strengthens your core, but also plays a vital role in boosting blood circulation. By exercising, our bodies are able to produce more blood cells, form new capillaries, and trigger vasodilation. Sit-ups increase the need for oxygen and nutrients, thus boosting blood circulation. That is it for our presentation. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed.